Hello students, welcome to lecture series of automobile engines. In today's session, we will discuss about what are the different types of fuel pumps and why we require that to push the fuel inside injection system. Fine. So let's start our video. Once again, welcome students. So on the screen you can see that there are different type of fuel pumps that we are using, but basically it is classified in main two types. First one, it is jerk type fuel pump, and second one, that is distributor type fuel pump. Now this jerk type is also known as Bosch fuel pump, and it is very most important question from the point of GTU. Fine, but let me show you what are the functions of this fuel pump. First, the first function and the main function is of fuel pump is to deliver the accurately metered quantity of the fuel inside it. So it is actually measuring the amount of fuel, and that measured amount of fuel will be delivered to the injector, and that injector will inject that fuel inside the combustion chamber in diesel engines. Fine. So this was the first objective. Second objective is it is creating a high pressure in a range. So it is the high pressure is very much required because we need to operate fuel injector also by means of that pressure. Fine. So high pressure in the range of 100 bar to 300 bar is needed depending upon the compression ratio of the engine to achieve the required atomization of the fuel. So depending on the engine construction, we required some amount of pressure also to operate that injector and nozzle. Fine. And third one is fuel must be injected and terminated at the correct timing. So now you all know what is valve timing diagram. Fine. So what is happening in that, the fuel is only inlet when there is a requirement of power stroke. Fine. So if it is in multi-cylinder engine, what we need to do inside that, whenever there is power stroke in that particular engine or particular cylinder, and only at that time the fuel should be injected. Fine. So if there are 4 cylinders or multi-cylinder, power stroke will be at different time at different place or different cylinders. Fine. So according to that number of strokes and according to that number of cylinders, we need to measure and we need to rectify when and where the fuel is required, and that timing should be perfect. Fine. So it is actually measured by this fuel pump and injector and ECM also. Fine. So it are so these are the objectives of fuel injection pumps. Two types of pumps are there. First is jerk type, second is distributor type. First we will see distributor type, then we will see jerk type fuel pump or Bosch fuel pump. Fine. So it is our distributor type fuel pump. In this image you can see that there are two inlets. One is inlet port A and second is actually outlet, that is outlet port B. Fine. Don't see right now this upper figure, only see this down figure. Fine. So what is happening here, let me show you quickly the path of fuel which is going inside the fuel pump. So how this fuel pump actually work, let me show. So this is our inlet port A. Fine. Now what is happening here, just see in the screen. So what is happening here, the fuel will actually go inside the fuel pump from this line, and it is actually now filled inside it. Now why it is filled inside it, because this is the plunger. See this arrow, both of them is plunger. Fine. So what is happening, whenever we need to do intake of fuel inside the pump, this plunger will actually push outside. So this plunger will go on this direction, this plunger will go on this direction. Fine. And what is happening, due to that movement of plunger outside, what is happening, the middle part will create vacuum, and due to this vacuum pressure, whatever the fuel is outside is now coming inside this fuel line, and the fuel will be now filled inside this pump. So this fuel line or this space will be now filled with a pump, and this place now the fuel will go from this direction. Now you can see it is blocked here. Fine. So what is now happening, now we will rotate this cylinder. You can see this one is outer cylinder. Fine. And this one is inner cylinder. So what is happening here, we will rotate this inner cylinder. So what is happening, now this fuel line will rotate and come in contact with this outlet. Now you can see this in next figure. Fine. So after the rotation, you can see here it is our inlet. Right now the inlet is done, and fuel will be or pump will be filled with the fuel. So now what is happening, whenever it is rotating, it will, this portion will come now here, and this is our outlet. So now you can see in this figure B, so it is now connected with the outlet. So now it is time to deliver the fuel pump at high pressurized condition. Fine. So now what we are doing, when it comes by rotation in this portion or in this motion, what is happening? Now we are pushing the plunger inside. So the plunger will be pushed inside. So whatever the fuel which is inside this vent or inside this place, it is now at high pressurized condition. Now it is pushed back. So what is happening? It will go outside from this inlet port, outlet port to the injector. So it is a simple working, that is distributor type fuel pump that we right now using in a many cars and many passenger vehicles. So let me quickly tell you once again what is the logic behind this. So first what we are doing, we are pushing this plunger outside. So it will create a vacuum. It will take all the fuel from the outside and it will intake it inside this fuel pump. Now we will rotate this inner cylinder. So now what is happening? This inner cylinder will be rotated and now outlet is connected. Now we are pushing this plunger back, and so that the fuel which is inside this vent, it will be now under high pressure condition, and all this pressurized fuel will be delivered to the injector, and in this way this distributor pump works. Fine. So it is how the distributor pump works in a diesel injection system. Next pump, it is a fuel injection pump, that is Bosch fuel injection pump, or it is also called jug type fuel pump. Now I have shown these two figures. Both of the figures are right and you can draw any of them. This is actually cut section, or you can say this is actually 3D figure and this is actually 2D figure. Fine. So what we are using right now is both of them is same in construction, only you need to understand how it operates. Fine. The main part is actually this plunger. You can see here, this is a plunger, this middle part, this part. This is a middle part, this is plunger, and it is actually main part which is in having a different construction. So it will actually regulate the amount of fuel and amount of pressure inside the fuel. So let's see how it works. For that I am showing you one simple video so you can understand how it works. Fine. Let's see video. So here you can see it is a movement of plunger inside that Bosch fuel pump. Now what is happening here? You just need to understand what are the different parts first, and thereafter we will discuss how it works. Fine. So it is a simple cylinder in which the piston will do reciprocation. Fine. So now there are two parts. One is inlet port. You can see here, one is inlet port, that means the fuel will go from this direction, and one is spill port, that means fuel will go outside from this direction. It is only spill port which is actually taking the extra fuel from it, and the outlet is actually here. You can see this, the outlet is actually on the upper part. So what is happening? The fuel port will be opened, so it will take inlet of fuel. The plunger which is inside the cylinder, it will push fuel, and that plunger will push fuel towards the outwards, and whatever the extra fuel is there, it will be come directly outside from this spill port. Fine. So now I will show you how it works and what are the different parts. This is our main piston, or you can say this piston which is reciprocating inside the engine. So now what is happening? This piston is kept inside the cylinder. You can see this, it is a helical piston. Or why it is helical? Because this portion, this groove is actually taken inside the cylinder. Fine. Inside on the piston, right? So it is our helical cylinder. These are the two movements, or you can say how it looks like in 3D and 2D. Fine. So if in 3D you can see it clearly, and in 2D from the front side you can see it's working from here. Fine. So these are, it is called lug, which is actually very important part for the operation of this, and this is a cam follower which will actually pushing and pulling, because we need to create push and pull to give the amount to give the pressure to the amount of fuel which is on the upper side. Fine. So this cam follower will be actually used to push and pull the fuel, piston. So it will create pressure on the fuel, and the fuel will go from the outlet. So how it is work? Let me show you. There is also one sleeve which is connected with the piston. So piston will actually rotate also. So piston is moving up and down also. It is now actually rotating also. Fine. So this rotation of the piston will be done by this sleeve, and this sleeve will be now operated with the rack, and that rack is operated according to condition of the engine, according to speed of engine. Fine. So now you can see here, this is a sleeve inside which we have fit this piston. So whenever this sleeve rotates, the piston will also rotate. That is a simple construction. And why it rotates? Because you can see this lug is actually fitted inside this sleeve. So whenever the sleeve rotates, piston will also rotate. So it was the importance of slug.